Good afternoon. I'd like the platform party to please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Deborah Larson, and I am the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the California State University and the faculty, staff, and administration of Chico State, it is with great pleasure and honor that I welcome you to the 22nd Annual Commencement Ceremony for Master's graduates. Well, I was going to ask you, are you in a celebratory mood? But I think you answered. Yeah! And I sure hope that you feel proud of yourselves. In completing your master's degree, you are joining a small and distinguished group who exhibit the grit, the determination, the energy, the drive, and the dedication to achieve this exceptional goal. In the pursuit of your degree, you made considerable sacrifices of family, free time, finances, and energy as you read, researched, experimented, and wrote, as you developed innovative ideas and cutting-edge technologies, and as you served the community in roles that fostered the public good. This is why we are celebrating you today. This is why your family, friends, faculty members, and campus leaders are gathered here, to honor you and to show you that we are very proud of your educational achievements and thankful for the contributions that you have made to your field and to this university. You have every reason to feel an immense sense of accomplishment. Completing a master's degree is truly an outstanding achievement. Join me in a round of applause. You have earned it. Of course, we are also celebrating those who have supported and guided you along the way, your families, friends, and faculty mentors. Part of this ceremony is dedicated to them. Let's also give them a round of applause, too. Joining us in this celebration today are members of the Platform Party, comprised of esteemed campus administrators and staff, respected student trustees, and honored faculty and students. I'd like to introduce you to the platform. Starting in the front row on my right, I would like to introduce Dr. Gail E. Hutchinson, our university president. Ms. Patty Hunter, Honorary Marshal, School of Social Work. To my left, Dr. Sharon Barrios, Interim Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Eddie Vela, Dean, College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Dr. Robert M. Knight, Dean, College of Humanities and Fine Arts. Dr. David M. Hasenthal, Dean, College of Natural Sciences. Back over to my right, Mr. Robbie Stivers, Vice President for Business and Finance. Dr. Patrick Newell, Dean of the Merriam Library. Ms. Maggie White, our student trustee. Miss Annette Hylison, Staff Council Chair. Ms. Martha Nuno-Diaz, MA in Anthropology, our graduate student speaker today. And Dr. Rob Davidson, Professor in the Department of English and this afternoon's student name reader. And now, I would like to ask the faculty members who are seated behind me to please stand so that we can all recognize you, the dedicated, come on guys. What I'd like to say about them is that this is a dedicated, world-class group of professors who take pride in the accomplishments of today's graduates. I would like to thank them for devoting so much of their time and attention in guiding, encouraging, and yes, even a little prodding for our students to succeed. So let's one more time give them a round of applause. Thank you, professors. Your efforts on behalf of our students are greatly and deeply appreciated. I am now happy to introduce Dr. Sharon Barrios, the Interim Dean of Graduate Studies, who will begin our program. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Larson. We are honored that you joined us in this celebration of our graduating master's students. Although you have come to us fairly recently as our new provost, we have already felt your appreciation and support for graduate education and our graduate students. Please know that we appreciate you in turn. Graduate education is not possible without the support of our administrative leaders like Provost Larson and President Hutchinson, and it is absolutely impossible without the support of dedicated faculty. Although they are all deserving of recognition, every year we accept nominations from faculty peers in order to select one professor to recognize as our honorary marshal. It is with much admiration and respect that I present this year's honorary marshal to you, Professor Patty Hunter, Director of Field Education. Professor Hunter is Director of Field Education for the School of Social Work. We have selected Professor Hunter as our honorary marshal in recognition of her successful effort to build and maintain an outstanding graduate program. She has worked at Chico State for over 17 years as the Director of Field Education. In fact, she is the longest-serving field director in the California Social Work Field Director Association. In her role, she has worked very closely with every Master's of Social Work student that's graduated from the program since 2000. Now alas, Professor Hunter is retiring after this semester. Right? Of course, we wish her well. However, we will miss her close attention and wise guidance. She has offered this to her students throughout the years. She will definitely be hard to replace. So please join me in a great round of applause in appreciation of Professor Hunter's dedicated stewardship. That's great. Thank you very much. It's now my distinct honor to introduce this year's student speaker, Martha Nuno Diaz. Martha is a graduate student in anthropology. She was nominated by her professors in the anthropology department based on her academic achievements and excellent writing and oratory skills. Her nominators noted that she has been awarded numerous accolades over the course of her graduate career here, has been profiled by several university publications, and has been interviewed by local and regional television news as a result of her work on identifying the skeletal remains of border crossers along the southern border of the U.S. She will continue her esteemed career at UC Berkeley, where she'll pursue a PhD in anthropology. Right, Martha? It's all yours.
So greetings, everyone. First off, congratulations to everyone here. We all worked so hard to be standing here today, and it was no small feat. We should all be very proud of this moment. However, I think we all are very aware that we did not get here on our own. While we all certainly put the effort into our studies, there were other people helping and guiding us along the way. For some of you, it may have been professors, teachers, friends, or family. For me, like I assume for many of you, I got my encouragement, ambition, and support from my parents. Both of my parents are immigrants to this country. My father began crossing the US-Mexico border at age 18 to gather funds that would be used to bring his future wife to this country. Mind you, my mother at this point had no idea that my dad was thinking about marrying her. In fact, they had not met yet. My dad knew, however, that when he met the woman that was right for him, he wanted to offer her and their future children a life free from the fear and poverty that they encountered in their home of Jalisco, Mexico. By 1982, my dad had crossed the California-Mexico border approximately 7 times. Many of these crossings were unsuccessful, and he was returned to Mexico by Border Patrol, but he kept trying over and over again. He knew this was his only chance to offer his future family a good life, what he and many other immigrants like him called el sueño americano, or the American dream. As my father established himself in the US and filed for his residency, he married my mother and brought her to the United States. Together, they worked as farm laborers for years and were later accompanied by me and my sisters. They worked hard to make sure my sisters and I could go to school without fear and with confidence. They also instilled in us to live our lives with love, compassion, self-worth, and ambition. We were taught skills from a very early age that I am 100% certain got me where I am today. I remember the point in my life where I realized just how important their sacrifices had been and the reality of what having an education can really mean. During my first year as an undergraduate, my parents started taking GRE courses that were offered at a local high school for free for people whose native language was Spanish. I was so confused. Why would my parents, after working all day, decide to go take these classes? It seemed unproductive and like a waste of time. They were already working. Why were they trying to go back to school? So, being the curious little person that I am, I asked them, "Why are you doing this? It's stressful on you both, and you have jobs." My mom looked at me and said, "Don't you think it's embarrassing for us to have 2 daughters going to college and we didn't even graduate high school? I don't want to embarrass you or your sister." Now, I don't know if my mom remembers that conversation, but let me tell you that it changed my life. I could never be embarrassed of them, nor could I imagine or stomach the thought of anybody else humiliating them. It was in that moment that I realized the power and self-worth people get from an education. It's not just about getting a job, though that is certainly a benefit, but rather it is about feeling a sense of worth, that you have a knowledge that is socially and politically accepted and praised. Understanding the self-worth that comes with access to an education helped me find my own voice, and has inspired me to help others find their voice as well. This is powerful, and it does in fact come with great responsibility. We must be conscious of how we use this power. I have strived to share my own knowledge so that I can not only help others, but so they can learn to help themselves. Education and knowledge need to be shared. Thank you. Let us not forget, however, they are also a source of power, power that can easily be manipulated to hurt others. So make no mistake, you have that power now, and it's up to you to decide how to use it. So what will your knowledge be used for? To humiliate or disenfranchise people that are not like you? Or will you use it to help strengthen your communities and your fields of study? I could have done this speech in Spanish, and I certainly wanted to. But that's the thing. People who are children of immigrants or immigrants themselves already know these things. They know about the extra work they need to put in because they do not have the academic or cultural capital that their peers already seem to possess. Though my experiences may be different from yours, we have all faced many roadblocks through our academic journeys. You don't have to be the daughter or son of an immigrant to know how vital having an education is and the power that it can give you. I'm sure that all of us by now understand the sacrifices we made to get here and the sacrifices others did as well. Sacrifices that should be kept in mind when we begin to feel that power and need to speak up or make change happen. I know personally that I wouldn't be here without the help and support of numerous professors. They are the ones that taught me that I belong and that I should not be afraid to just go for it. This, along with my parents' unyielding support, is why I'm here today. And while my story may not be the same as yours, I think we can all agree that we did not get here on our own. We had help, and that's okay. That is the way it should be. We should be able to ask for help and at the same time be those who offer help as well. Our knowledge base does not end once we graduate. It continues long after. It is what you decide to do with your knowledge and education that truly determines whether this was worth it or not. With that in mind, I want to thank you all for being here for all of us, including our professors, department staff and faculty, family, friends, and significant others. Because whether we have said it out loud or not, we would not be here if it was not for your encouragement and support. Gracias.
Thank you, Martha, for those moving and encouraging words. You're an inspiration to all of us. Now on to another admirable student achievement. Each year, a panel of faculty from across the university identifies an outstanding master's thesis that represents the very best of our students' work. This year's recipient is Derek A. Boyd. He pursued a master in anthropology, and his exceptional thesis is titled, Putting Fracture Reduction on Repeat, an analysis of the long-term health consequences of differential treatment in industrial-era London. His attentive and dedicated faculty committee includes the committee chair, Dr. Colleen Milligan, and the second reader, Dr. Antoinette Martinez. Although Mr. Boyd could not travel to be here tonight, please join me in congratulating him. This is an outstanding accomplishment. It is now my great honor to introduce the president of our university, Dr. Gail Hutchinson. In her years here at Chico, first as faculty, chair, and then dean, and now returning as our president after some years away, President Hutchinson has shown consistent support for our graduate education and students. President Hutchinson, we appreciate you and all that you do to welcome, embrace, engage, and encourage all of our students. Thank you. Come on up. On behalf of the faculty of California State University, Chico, I'm honored to present the candidates for the master's degree.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before I begin, let me say a personal thank you to Martha, first for your meaningful and important research, and I look forward to future endeavors. And the reminder that Education is powerful and also a reminder of the power and resilience of the human spirit. We're grateful for your parents for having you, and we're proud of you. So thank you. Before I begin, it is my honor to acknowledge the Mechoopda Native peoples upon whose ancestral land our university sits. Families, friends, alumni, distinguished guests, good evening, welcome, bienvenidos. I'm really happy to be here. I'm going to invite our CSU student trustee to the podium as I read these words. Maggie, please join me. I am reminded of a quote attributed to former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Shortly, the master's degree will be conferred upon each of you. As you walk the stage and receive your master's hood, savor the moment. Later, take time to appreciate your unbridled passion for education and lifelong learning, and take time to reflect upon and celebrate this milestone in your life before setting out to realize your next dream. Candidates, you are the reasons that we are educators. Together, we are confident that you will join a long line of Chico State alumni who are reimagining our world and building a future that's more just, sustainable, compassionate, and bountiful than the world we know today. Over the years to come and well into the future, we will observe your accomplishments with pride and with gratitude. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Chico State, I offer you the heartiest of congratulations. Will the candidates please stand? Uh-oh, you're in trouble. Candidates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each and every one of you the master's degree appropriate to the course of study you have pursued, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please be seated, and the candidates may come forward when invited to do so by the marshal. Thank you.
College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Hooding will be done by Dean Eddie Vela. Erica Ann Miller, Psychology. Natalie Rose Paul, Psychology. Jasmine Leah Buck, Psychology. Auburn Kennedy, Psychology. Tanya Salas, Psychology. Jamie Pedlin, psychology. Zachary Hedges, psychology. Larly Lee, social science. Rebecca Becky Sirius Kenschel, social science. Cynthia Renee Garrett, social science. Denise Marie Crosswhite, social science. Kendra Wright, social science. Marcy Michelle Boggs, social science. Gregory Blake, social science. Waleed Jami, psychology. Catherine Renee Ramser, psychology. Emma Kathleen Sakai, psychology. Shane Dean Price, psychology. Jackson Irvine Hodes, psychology. Grace Christina Garberson, psychology. Brittany Lee Ingersoll, psychology. Rachel Lynn Karp, psychology. Robert Owen Lester, psychology. Shelby Astrid McClure, psychology. Maggie Jane Denise Cabral, psychology. Jane Callie Lonsberry, psychology. Jeanette Cherie Wallen, psychology. Brooke Nicole Maston, psychology. Laura Freeman, psychology. Megan Marie Johnson, psychology. Sarah Lipman, psychology. Wallace Fullerton, psychology. Martha Nuno Diaz, anthropology. Althea Marie Asaro, anthropology. Casey Cole, anthropology. Heather Lynn McInnes, anthropology. Maria Cox, anthropology. Sarah Allison Hall, anthropology. Allison Mary Casanova, anthropology. Cameron Estes Clifford, psychology. Robert Alvarez, political science. Vanya Azalea Klee, political science. Jennifer Michelle Bettis, political science. Riva Joan Ashlyn Trainer, political science. Casey Corin Hatcher, public administration. Mitchell Reuben Foster, public administration. Kelly Ann Holmberg, public administration. Somya Lamba, public administration. Jemana Althanyan, Public Administration. Chumeng Shu, Public Administration. Abdul Aziz Ben Mania, Public Administration. Fahad Bakit Alzarani, Public Administration. Margie Tuman, Social Work. Nancy Bao Vang, Social Work. Lee Low, Social Work. Jasa Lopez Leon, Social Work. Marlon Hernandez Villasenor, Social Work. Kyla Michelle Super, Social Work. Dinah Marie Manley, Social Work. Suzanne Kathleen Carpenter, Social Work. Heidi Crouch, Social Work. Erin Therese Gant, Social Work. Martin Harrison Salyer, Social Work. Nicole Shelby Kimball, Social Work. Abigail Catherine Hernandez, Social Work. Lindsay Hanan, Social Work. Rhonda Raylin Engel, Social Work. Mindy Rayanne Johnson, Social Work. Melissa Ann Woodall, social work. Brittany Jean Moritz, social work. Veronica Velazquez, social work. Chantry Dorell, social work. Jeffrey Atkinson Lester, social work. Aubrey Jessica Bradford, social work. Rebecca Ann Morris, social work. Casey Leanne Holt, social work. Christina McNichol, social work. Lindsay Nicole Cross, social work. Tanner Ashton Hickman, social work. AJ Burnt, social work. Laura Leticia Rodriguez, social work. Mark William Clanton, social work. Marcia Cohen, social work. Naomi Jerusha Jackson, social work. Austin Jesse Johnson, social work. Goginjit Kaur Sidhu, social work. Leanne Shack, social work. Kate Marin Scousmith, social work. Annabelle Bradley, social work. Alisa Marcine Annis, social work. College of Humanities and Fine Arts. Hooding will be done by Dean Robert Knight. Matthew Paul Stevens Skripik, English. Yeah. Kylene Rebecca Bromley, English. Daria Donahue Booth, English. Cisco Ariola, English. Holland Elizabeth Larson, Master of Fine Arts in Art. Martha Julia Ayala, teaching international languages. James Remington Morris, teaching international languages. Seneca Schaefer, teaching international languages. David Briggs, teaching international languages. Matt Franks, teaching international languages. Robert David Curl, Master of Fine Arts in Art. Johnny Yang, teaching international languages. Rod Thompson, history. College of Natural Sciences. Hooding will be done by Dean David Hassenzall. Jesse Smith, Biological Sciences. Charles Garrett Brooke, Biological Sciences. Pablo Emiliano Diaz, Biological Sciences. David Meyer, Environmental Science. Sherry Ann Allen, Nursing. Katie Elena Beedry, Nursing. Hillary Rebecca Tucker, Nursing. Kirsten Crescenti de la Madrid, Nursing. Ryan George Stoltenberg, Environmental Science. Fletcher K. Alexander, Environmental Science. Taylor Nicole Heron, Interdisciplinary Studies, Agroecology and Environmental Policy. Courtney Sage Silver, Biological Sciences. Selena Barton Wexler, Nutritional Science. Christina Ellis, Nutritional Science. Amrita Baines, Nutritional Science. Mabel Giang, Nutritional Science. Shannon Michelle Keenan Pearson, Nutritional Science. Stacy Carlson, Nutritional Science. Casey Madison Davis, Nutritional Science.
Audience, please join me in congratulating the graduating class of 2017. Graduates, you deserve our congratulations. We are confident that the respect and admiration we feel for you today will strengthen in the years to come. Now, we don't want you to rush off into that future quite yet. While you're still on campus, we invite you and your guests and all other participants to a reception that we have set up on the west lawn of Kindle Hall, which is just straight out the auditorium, and keep going until you see the tables. So please join us there for light refreshments and to continue the celebration. And as a final bit of instruction, members of the audience, I would ask that you please remain seated until the platform party, the faculty, and the graduates have filed out. And graduates, please remain seated until you've been invited to exit your row, and then proceed until you've exited the building so that the line does not back up into the auditorium. Thank you, and best wishes to all of you.